Hey everybody, recently there's been some drama with Nexus mods and anti-LGBTQ plus content and that stuff, and to just catch you guys up to date, after a Spider-Man PC mod aimed to remove every pride flag in the game, Nexus mods removed the mod, banned the creators' accounts, and said those upset by the policy can delete their accounts and moved on. And recently it's caused some drama with I want to say 75% of people are pro Nexus mods and 25% of people are anti Nexus mods, but there's been a really big issue in my head here that a lot of people aren't really talking about. This entire thing is just someone causing troubles, causing outrage, raising shit up, and then using conservatives to do it. And that's literally all he's doing. He's not making a stance, he's not rallying or anything like that. He's literally just causing drama because it's funny, and that's what this has been about this entire time. So just to read the post, because Nexus Mods did a post here where they went over the issue and they said all that, and I think once you get through the entire post, you'll see that this issue is literally just somebody trolling, and this somehow became drama. It somehow became drama, and I'm not really sure why people are falling for this. So let's talk about it. Recently, there's been some silly drama on our site that was sparked by someone uploading a mod for Spider-Man Remastered. The mod replaced the very few pride flags the game actually has, and that's important, there were not that many, with the already prevalent USA flag texture from the game. The mod was removed from Nexus mods and the author was banned. Now, whether or not the mod used the Russian version of the game that didn't have pride flags, or whether it actually replaced the textures, that's not really important. The end result was it removed the pride flags, right? To adjust the banning, which is what a lot of people want to focus on, the mod was uploaded by a sock puppet account, i.e. a newly made account by somebody who already has an account on the site. It uploaded under the name Mike Hawk. So just to be clear, this wasn't like they went through and banned someone who's a regular of their website who had been uploading mods for years, and oh no, now that he's gone against the LGBTQ plus agenda, now they're banning him. No, it was literally a dude who created a new account and was trolling with that. And they even say that here, it was done very deliberately to be a troll mod. This wasn't, once again, this isn't a stance. They're not saying anything. They're literally just, the dude was trolling, and he's using conservative outrage to just cause shit for Nexus mods. This is shit for a modding website that didn't want drama and shit like that, right? The fact the user needed to make a sock puppet account like a coward to upload the mod showed their intent to troll, and that they knew it would not be allowed. So once again, this is a regular on the website who made a new account, uploaded this just to screw with people, just to mess with them, just to be like, oh man, I bet this is gonna cause some drama. And so many people are falling for this drama baiting attempt. Had they not been a coward and had they used their main account instead, we would simply remove the mod and told them that we did not want to host it, only banning them if they re-uploaded it again after being fairly warned. So they're saying they're not saying like, we're gonna ban everyone who goes against the agenda. They're literally just saying, look, they would have taken the mod down. They would have said, hey man, don't upload stuff like this, okay? And that's a fair way to go about it, right? They would have said, hey man, don't upload stuff like this. This isn't really what we want on the website. But they banned the account because it wasn't even a real account. It was a troll account. This wasn't a real person who had been banned here, okay? The creation of the sock puppet account removed any doubt and made it a very easy decision for us. So they keep hammering this home, and somehow people aren't talking about this. This isn't a dude who was trying to, again, it's not a dude who's trying to make a political statement. He was just creating issues for this website. Both the sock puppet account and the user's main account have been banned, which I think, in my opinion, is actually fair, because it's very clear from this perspective. He's literally just trying to cause issues with what some people consider a sensitive topic. If you do consider it a sensitive topic, I really don't understand why some people can't look at a rainbow flag, but he was literally just trying to troll bait using a sensitive topic to cause issues for the mods websites. And it is totally fair, in my opinion, it is totally fair at that point for them to just say, look, you're causing us additional work. We have to type up this post. We have to address the community. We have to release this statement. We have to deal with all the backlash and people who are going to be shit talking them for days to come, right? Totally fair to ban them. In regards to the replacement of pride flags in the game, or any game, our policy is thus. We are for inclusivity. We are for diversity. If we think someone is uploading a mod on our site with the intent to deliberately be against inclusivity and or diversity, then we'll be taking action against it, which again is fair. They're not saying, let me read this again, just to double this down for people. If we think that someone is uploading a mod on our site with the intent to deliberately be against inclusivity and or diversity, they're not saying all mods must be pro-inclusivity, right? They're just saying if you're against inclusivity, they'll ban it. Which, once again, they're not making a political statement. They're just saying, hey man, don't hate on people. And I think that's a fair policy, right? Hey man, don't hate on people. Is that not fair? Do people think that that's not a fair policy to have? The same goes for people attempting to troll other users with mods deliberately to cause a rise, which they've really hammered this point home so many times. I don't know how more people aren't understanding this. For our part, we will endeavor to do a better job of monitoring our website to this ethos ourselves. So what this is probably addressing, in my opinion, what this is probably addressing is the fact that there might be other similar mods and people are saying, oh, well, why did you choose to ban this one and not this one? And just as a preemptive measure, maybe it is a preemptive measure, maybe there were other mods like that. They're basically saying, look, we'll do our best job to make this policy uniform and applied consistently throughout our websites. We aren't the authority on what users can and cannot mod. Us removing a mod only means it cannot be found at Nexus Mods. Nothing more, nothing less. So once again, if you want to continue to use a mod that removes pride flags because rainbows scare you, you're totally allowed to do that. You can go do that. No one is stopping you from doing that. All Nexus Mods is saying is they don't want their website to be used for that, which is fair. If I had a website, I wouldn't want my website to be used for things I don't believe in, and that's fair. We also note that we are not the only site that has removed this mod from their platform. They're basically banking on the thing here. They're saying, look, other modding websites removed this, so we're not even alone in this. As a private business, we have a right to choose what content we do and do not host on our platform, which is true, 100% true. Respect this right the same way you would you want respect for your rights. So literally all they're saying here is don't use our website to do shit we don't like. We've given you our rules, we've given you our regulations. We're saying do not use our website to do these things. So if you use their website to do these things, they have every God-given right to say you're not allowed on our website anymore. If they're saying, don't be against inclusivity, and you are being against inclusivity, then they have the right. I mean, they have the right to remove any mod no matter what, but they are saying, you've been fairly warned, so don't do these things we're telling you to not do. If you feel something else goes against our policy, then please report it. And this is, once again, they're probably saying like, okay, there's probably been other mods we've missed, blah, blah, blah. But you can't be like, oh, well, you forgot this mod, so therefore you have to allow all the mods. Because what a ridiculous policy that would be. Imagine if there was one mod on one game that nobody even knew about, and people were like, well, you allowed that mod, so therefore you have to allow every mod that goes against your way of belief, right? Like, that would be absurd. That would be stupid. However, we will be the educators on what we do or do not think is appropriate for Nexus Mods. So once again, they are literally the moderators of Nexus Mods. They hold the right to say, to be partial to what they want because it's their website. They can, on a whim, say this is good, this is not good. And they're saying you don't get to decide that, and you can't try to be like, nah, you're inconsistent. You have to allow everything because that would be stupid. And that goes for everyone, no matter where they stand, left, right, up, or down. So once again, they're saying, this isn't, they're not trying to make this a political issue. And that's, again, this is where this whole thing is getting. This is just an elaborate trolling attempt, trying to make something a political issue, just to shit stir, to cause issues for this website. We don't want to and won't argue this with you because I've been in this position before as someone, who moderates a thing. Everyone will come in and they'll run in and they'll try to give their 2 cents and be like, listen to me. They're saying they don't want to listen. And once again, that's within their right. They don't have to listen to you because you don't have freedom of speech. Doesn't mean that you get to shout at people and they have to hear you. They are perfectly allowed to just say, never mind. And they don't have to listen to you. That's their right. We've now explained our stance and won't be providing a platform for you to distort our position in order to feed an irrational and paranoid narrative. So what they're saying right here is You can't go on their website, and you can't victim bait, and you can't use your victim fetish to try to be like, they're coming for all conservatives, because, you know, that's stupid. They don't want their... It's a mod website. You aren't supposed to be coming here and using a victim fetish to spam all their forums and say blah, 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 blah. And they're saying it's an irrational and paranoid narrative, which is true. They're not going out of their way to attack left or right. They're literally saying just don't attack inclusivity, which is fair. They're not saying every mod now needs a gay character. And the fact that I guarantee there were people sitting here attacking them saying, oh man, they're gonna make every mod now need a gay character. Like, I guarantee that was on their forums. I guarantee people were spamming that. I guarantee it. I've heard that shit so many times, and they're basically saying, just shut the fuck up and go away. You can do that elsewhere where we won't care enough to read it, which is true. If you want to go on Twitter and victim bait on Twitter, if you want to go into your private Discord, if you want to do that, like, you are totally allowed to do that. Nobody can stop you from doing that. If this policy upsets you, if you've broken some moral code of conduct as a business that you can't accept, then please delete your account, bottom option, and move on, as we will. So what they're saying here is, once again, they're just cutting us off. They're saying, we don't want to hear you. If you are threatening to delete your account, then delete your account. They are a modding website. They are not a political website. They don't want to deal with your shit, okay? They're saying literally they would rather not have your business than to deal with your shit, which in my opinion is a pretty goddamn fair stance when you think about it, no? And so that's what this entire thing is about. In my opinion, that's what this entire thing is about. You have Nexus Mods, and they've had this shitstorm caused by some idiot being a shithead, right? And that's all for them. There's nothing else going on here. There's no political statement. There's no grandstanding. There's nothing like that. It was a dude who made a fake account in order to troll. They successfully got trolled after very likely being frustrated, exasperated, having to moderate non-stop, having to do all this stuff. They had to issue this statement, and so they banned his main account because he's causing them issues. And if he's causing them so many issues, it is within their right, and it's within their right to ban anyone, but definitely it's very justifiable that if your life is being negatively impacted by someone trolling, that you can just go, just get the fuck out. And that's what they did. And they're saying, everyone else, if you're going to continue to cause us issues, because they're a modding website, you know, they play games. They want to go be playing modded Skyrim or Civilization 5 or something, right? Like, they don't want to be sitting here moderating their farms, just being like, right? Like, that's not how they want to spend their time. So they're saying, look, at the end of the day, if you're going to continue to cause us more issues, then just go. We don't care. Leave. And that is fair. And that, in my opinion, is this entire issue summarized. If you agree with this, if you disagree with this, leave a comment. You know, I go ahead, leave a like, leave a comment, do something. I don't care. There you go. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for getting here to the end. Thank you, everybody. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Goodbye, everybody.